Disclaimer, my readings are not for the faint of heart. Must have thick skin.
Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story. So here in deck number 1, we have a message for those of you that are just open for a message from your guides. That's deck number 1. Or in deck number 2, we have a message for those of you that are concerned about your love life. Any pressing love issues. And in deck number 3, these are messages for those of you that have concerns in regards to your career or finances. All right, so we will go ahead and begin with deck number 1. Open messages from your spirit guides. And we have the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Coins, the 6 of Coins, the Knight of Coins, the 9 of Cups, overall energy, 4 of Swords, 2 of Wands, and the Lovers. All right, so I forgot to get this together. Okay, so your overall energies. It feels as if maybe in the past you made some sort of decision, and maybe you chose out of love or you chose with your heart. And I feel like maybe you took some sort of initiative, and you, whatever this decision was, you're like, okay, this is what I want to do, or this is what I'm passionate about. And so you decided to take some sort of action. And I feel like after you took action, maybe, things, since you've taken action, things have been on pause, or a situation is maybe delayed, or maybe it feels delayed to you. But it seems like you're currently taking a break. Maybe you needed some rest, or something couldn't continue to happen because you need to be ready mentally before the rest of your situation unfolds. And it does seem like you do want peace. You do want things to be balanced and peace in your life. And I also feel like you're being kind of quiet in regards to what plans or actions that you're taking. And I feel like you're also praying a lot. Like maybe you've been praying that something goes in your favor, or maybe you've been just meditating and, in a sense, trying to manifest something. But I feel like right now, things are on pause. Now, moving forward, whatever's going on, you could be feeling tired or defeated, or maybe you feel like you can't go on. You're like, man, like this is hard, or this is tough. So you may have been going through some sort of emotional beatdown, and it's just kind of like that also could be what's going on with your break or your rest. And it's like after the break, you're like, man, do I have it in me? Do I have enough energy to keep pushing forward? Now, this does also indicate that maybe you are feeling doubtful about your future, or you're having some sort of negative thoughts. You're not believing in yourself. because you've been through a lot. And you also could be making some sort of excuses as to why, you can't do this or you can't do that. Now, I feel like you're also looking at a compass. You could be dealing with a situation where maybe it's talking about the direction, like you're confused about the direction that you should go in, or hesitant about going in that direction. And then it also could be something literal going on with the direction. Like maybe you didn't want to move in a certain direction. Maybe you wanted to move south, but you have to move north. Or maybe your job, you wanted some job that was closer the other way, but you have to go away in another direction. So I don't know. It could be something dealing with literal directions, but it does feel like you're just a little weary, a little tired. And as you start to move forward, it does seem like there's maybe some hiccups or setbacks happening. It could be because you're nervous, or maybe you're just like changing your mind about, moving forward. You're having second thoughts. I feel like in the past, like maybe you were more confident, or maybe you were more sure about something that you had decided, but now you're like nervous about it. And it does seem like you're treading thin waters, or you're having to walk a tightrope. You're like, I don't know, I have to be very careful if I go this route. Whatever you're deciding, maybe you're choosing some sort of risky path. And you also could be concerned about something financially. Maybe there is something that maybe you're struggling financially and just not sure that you're making the right decisions about your finances. I kind of feel that if you feel stuck, or if you feel like you're in some sort of loop, then you're just needing to like relax and meditate or pray for guidance, and then just continue to move forward. Your doubts or insecurities could also be like just the main thing that's getting in the way. So I feel that there is going to be some sort of balance or peace restored to your situation. Maybe after having to deal with some sort of instability in your life, something seems to change or switch, where now you do have a sense of security or a sense of stability. If there was something that you were needing as well, I feel like you're going to receive some sort of help or assistance. Something is being given to you. In career, maybe you were nervous about asking for more money, but it does seem that they're agreeing to whatever it is that you asked for. There is some sort of mutual agreement here that gives you peace. I feel like ultimately, you're happy with the way things the way things turn out. So I feel like whatever is going on in your life right now, if you're currently in that state of doubt or confusion, just know that things are going to get better. And this is also indicating some sort of wish fulfillment, and This is like your confidence restored. And this is also a card of like pride, or like having like a proud moment. So I feel like you're going to be proud of yourself for following through with something, or so at peace and happy that you made whatever decision that you made. You're like, okay, I see everything worked out. Like, I can relax now. I'm happy. So I feel like you're going to be very happy about the way a situation turned out. There could be something significant going on in regards to an earth sign. So towards Virgo, Capricorn, or a Gemini. There's also a possibility that someone is doing a favor for you and helping you out, and you're like thanking them for their help. Or maybe you are the one that is helping someone, and someone is just like really grateful that you're helping them. Now, in a love situation, there could have been something that happened where maybe you weren't communicating with someone, or waiting for someone to apologize. It could be that someone has been embarrassed about something, or feeling ashamed about something. What took someone so long to come forward and maybe admit that they made a mistake. But I do feel like ultimately somebody is coming forward and taking ownership for their responsibilities, and just kind of being like, okay, my fault, that I made a mistake. I'm sorry. So I do feel that there's going to be some sort of forgiveness between you and another person. And things are just kind of like back even between you and whoever this is. This also could be an entity or a job, like whatever it is. It just seems that at some point someone could come forward with an apology for taking so long, or for making you have to go through something difficult. And someone also might want to make up for something as well. It's like, let me make this up to you. Let me offer you this. Let me buy you this, or let me, whatever. So I feel like you're going to receive some sort of a peace offering as well. This could be a situation where maybe you have to make peace with yourself. That is a possibility. But either way, like I said, you're happy at the end of the day with how things turned out. Okay, so let me further elaborate on the Nine of Wands here. So it does again look as if someone has felt guilty or ashamed of something. I feel like somebody has been feeling bad and just kind of like looking at the past. It almost feels like somebody didn't want to be seen, like somebody is literally like trying to hide or cover up their face, and they're just like ashamed. There also could be, something going on. I mentioned earth, but also in regards to a water sign. I feel too like someone is feeling guilty for not supporting you when they could have, or when they had the opportunity to support you or lift you up. Mm. I also feel like this could be something even simple, like you needed a ride one time and somebody told you no, and you missed out on an opportunity because you couldn't get a ride, or someone was just like late. I just feel like somebody is like, I'm sorry. And it is kind of like, I hope it's not too late. Um, Let me fix this. Mm. In regards to financial decisions that you've been making, maybe you feel like you've made a lot of mistakes, or you feel financially immature. Um, it also seems like you have to do a lot of juggling. Um, like there's a lot on you, and maybe you're always having to juggle. Mm. If a love situation, I feel like it's talking about juggling between two people, or confused about who to choose. There also could be a situation where someone is coming forward because they feel like they made a mistake, and that they thought the grass was greener on the other side. And so this person has been carrying some sort of burden, and they are wanting to clear something up with you. I feel like somebody feels guilty for either not believing you or putting someone over you. So ultimately, it just seems like there's an apology coming towards you. And it doesn't, again, doesn't have to be romantic in nature. So again, I see some sort of offer being made to you. If this is talking about something in regards to career, um, it could be something pertaining to like offering you a position or your job back. If you feel like something unfair happened at work. Um, and it seems that whatever's going on is like a happy ending for everybody. Um, it just looks like there is some sort of negotiating going on, and there's an opportunity to uh, repair or fix a broken situation. I also feel that this has to do with an agreement, a contract agreement, there could be an opportunity to renegotiate some sort of terms. If this is talking about anything dealing with legal matters or court documents, it seems that something could be judged in your favor. It seems that someone is ready to like let go of that ego, and like I said, come forward. It's like, okay, I've been holding on to my ego, let me release that. And it's taken like a lot of courage for somebody to acknowledge their faults. I'm seeing something happen in regards to your home as well, or your living situation. So there's a possibility that there was a mistake made in some sort of contract or an agreement. Like maybe there was something in the lease terms that was incorrect. Or if you purchased a home, maybe there was a mistake that was made and has been caught. And so there's some sort of agreement or negotiating being made in your favor. In a love situation, I do feel that someone, again, was confused. Someone was torn between a soulmate and a twin flame. And I feel like this person has been dreaming about you, or fantasizing or daydreaming about you. And it does feel like this person is wanting to come forward. This person's been wondering where you are. If you have social media, I feel like this person's been trying to find you on social media or looking to see what's been going on in your life, especially if you have something public. I feel like this person has been, they might request a friendship. I feel like they're nervous about it. They also might request it and then take it back out of fear of rejection. Yeah, in a love situation, I feel like someone was sending mixed signals. Financially, if an opportunity comes to you, like if you're given some sort of monies or whatever, you might be a little confused as to how to use it. It's like you have it and it's a good thing, but now you're confused about how you should use the money or spend it. Like maybe you made an overpayment to something and it was caught. And it's like, oh my God, like I'm getting back $300, or, or maybe you're getting anything back financially. I feel like you're going to be a little confused as to whether you should save it, or spend it, or how much you should save, or what you should invest it into. And so it's like you're trying to like make some sort of practical decision when it comes to some sort of financial gain that you have. I kind of feel too like you're celebrating a good problem. It's like that's a good problem to have, like confused about how to use your money, um, confused about who to choose in a relationship. Like something sounds like a good problem. You also could be happy that you don't have some sort of burden on you anymore. Even if you lose something or something is taken away from you, I still feel like you're kind of glad that it happened. You're like, good, because that was a burden, or I was tired, or whatever it is, you're happy about the outcome. I also feel like somebody might be happy about hearing that somebody is getting a divorce, or happy that somebody is stepping down from a job. Like maybe you didn't like your supervisor, you found out they were stepping down. It's kind of like good news for you. And including like a divorce or a breakup, it's like good news for you. Yeah. And it also could be a situation going on where somebody is like better me than you, or better you than me. All right, so moving on to deck number 2, for those of you that were dealing with some sort of pressing love situation. Oh, okay. Well, we have King of Cups reversed, but I'm going to turn it up. You have the Seven of Pentacles, King of Wands reverse. Interesting. The Tower, the Nine of Swords, overall energy, Queen of Wands, the Sun, and Page of Swords. All right. So in regards to your love situation, it seems like there's a couple of people that were in your life, or that you felt like was your soulmate. Maybe you were having fun or making connections with people who you felt like you could be yourself with. And it could have been a fire sign and a water sign. Those are the main two. Also could be air. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And it seems to like, if you're single but you have like these people in your life and you're not really sure about who to move forward with, it's kind of like you're just detached and just trying to figure out who is worth, your time and energy. it just seems like a situation is on hold, or you're like, I don't know if I want to move forward with these people. Like, I don't know if these people are worth my time, or, are they going to fit in with my life, or do these people align with my values? So there are things that you're definitely thinking about. It also could be that maybe they're the ones that kind of like left you hanging, and you're like, what happened? And it could be the same thing, that they're just not sure about who they want to move forward with. They could have been talking to multiple people. And they're just not sure. Now, it seems that whatever's happening in regards to your love life, there's going to be some sort of unexpected situation that causes you to pivot, or maybe you're having some sort of realization about these people, or something is being made clear to you. Some sort of truth could come out that has you, I don't know, it just seems like it has you tripping, like you're having anxiety and borderline depressed, and it seems like it just kind of happens out of nowhere as well, like you're having some sort of anxiety attack. There could be some sort of anxiety about being single, or worried that you'll never meet the right person. Someone also maybe having anxiety about coming out or admitting something to themselves. Like maybe someone is like, oh, maybe I am bisexual, or maybe I am gay, or maybe this person is gay and I'm ignoring all the signs. Like something's going on where I feel like sexuality could also be a thing that is causing some sort of anxiety. It seems to like maybe someone says something or does something that just totally throws you off, and just makes you just kind of start thinking about certain things. Maybe someone says something that gives you a health scare, and you're like, oh my God, like I was with that person. I wonder if I have it too. Just it seems like something's going on where you're stressing about your love life, whether you are in a relationship or single. If you're in a relationship, you might be wondering whether or not you should stay in the relationship. Maybe there's a lot of things that you're contemplating, wondering if you've been wasting your time and energy with this person. Also, if you're trying to hold on to a situation that is no longer in alignment with your life or your path, that is also this energy kind of like intervening and separating you, or forcing you to make some sort of decision. Also, if you're in a relationship, this is about revealing like the hidden cracks in the relationship, realizing that, oh my God, this can't continue. Like this foundation is too unstable for us to continue in a relationship. Someone could be dealing with some mental issues as well, whether it's anxiety or something that also could be affecting someone's love life, their state of mind. Yeah. It just seems that something might happen where your love life becomes very chaotic. or at least in your mind, it does. Yeah. You might be feeling like you don't want to move forward with a water sign anymore. Maybe that person does something or is something revealed about that person that makes you feel like, no, thank you, or I don't see you in that same light anymore. And realizing that maybe you had just been looking through rose tinted glasses and had not been realistic about, this person and who they are. So it does seem like you're having some sort of a wake up call. And something also could be like the last straw that makes you just want to block somebody and not deal with them anymore. Another thing that could be going on is that maybe there was a connection that you were having with someone at your job, and all of a sudden you don't see that person anymore. Maybe that person's been fired. Maybe they quit. But it seems like that was the last time that you'll see that person. It's like, oh man, like that's they quit or they don't work here anymore. So I feel like maybe someone that you were into, like they get removed from your life. You didn't know that they were leaving. Or maybe, now I got work situation, but if it's not work, it can still indicate that maybe you were connecting with somebody, and turns out that this person is moving, or relocating. So you feel like maybe a long distance relationship is not the thing for you. I feel that in regards to your love life, you're taking a step back. Maybe you're needing to heal. And like I said, if someone just kind of disappears or left you hanging, this is a time for you to reflect and heal. This is an opportunity for you to just kind of like see things from a different perspective and understand the things that you're needing in a relationship versus the things that you're wanting. And it feels like you're having to be patient as well. Now, also, if someone is expecting, I feel that either, unfortunately, there could be a termination, whether it's a miscarriage or someone is choosing to terminate the pregnancy. And something also has you thinking about your past a lot as well. Things could have been so bad with somebody that you were dating that it makes you appreciate someone that you were with in the past, especially if they were an air sign, or maybe a Sagittarius, but it seems like you're really reflecting. You could also find out that someone is sick and needing to heal. I'm also getting an image of someone that has a rose tatted on their hand. So I feel like there was a decision, like someone was torn between you and another person, or you were torn between two people. Someone could heavily be thinking about either an earth sign or a fire sign. I feel like a situation needs to heal between two people, or there needs to be a conversation. I feel like you also had a soul agreement with a fire sign, but you're realizing what the purpose was of this person coming into your life. You're starting to have like more of a revelation of what that purpose was. You're like, okay, maybe this person only came into my life to help me see this or realize that. If you're in a relationship, you could feel like your person threw a curveball at you by announcing that they want a divorce or a break. Again, I'm getting energy of like a long distance relationship, or someone revealing that they're moving or leaving. It's also possible that something is revealed to you about your person from a distance, like through a third party. Like they didn't even tell you, you found out through someone else. Now, you could also be like an outsider looking in, or you are like watching someone's life fall apart from a distance, or maybe someone is watching your life kind of crumble or fall apart. I kind of feel like somebody also is witnessing something happening and wanting to be able to reach out, but choosing not to. Maybe somebody is like, that's not my place, or I want to say something, but I'm just wait. Or it could be like somebody is venting to a friend and somebody wants to say, I told you so bad, but they're like, it's not the time or the place. I'm just going to save that comment for later. Like something's going on where somebody, they're wanting to say something about what they're witnessing, but they're not saying it just yet. Now, spiritually, it looks like maybe something is being revealed in a dream. Yeah, like you might have some sort of premonition about the future of your relationship or the future of your love life. Maybe it's revealed to you that someone's been in a relationship. It also could be that you're witnessing someone have like a meltdown. It's like, and maybe you know that it's because of a relationship or something pertaining to their love life. You might be the one that is witnessing it, or someone is witnessing you have some sort of meltdown. But it does look like someone is having like a meltdown. And it maybe someone is going live, or maybe someone is like just vocally saying something and on like a platform, and it's like, oh my God, like it just seems like somebody is witnessing someone having like a little meltdown. Now, if you are stressing about something, having some sort of anxiety attack or some sort of breakdown, pity party, whatever it is, I feel that Spirit is trying to let you know that they're there for you, that they're trying to give you some sort of comfort, or that they hear your prayers. So if you ever feel like you're suffering alone, or like nobody is understanding you, I feel like your spirit guides want you to know that that's not true, and you are being loved or comforted. Someone also could be praying for you from a distance. If they see you're suffering in some way. All right, and moving on to deck number 3. And again, deck number 3 is for those of you concerned about your career or finances. All right, so you have the Fool, the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, Two of Swords, overall energy, Temperance, Six of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. All right. So something about your career finances has required you to be patient. It also seems that maybe something has been on hold, so that you can gain some sort of enlightenment about your situation. Or maybe things have been on hold because there's something that you're needing to give up or sacrifice in order for things to move forward. Maybe you're aware of that, but you're just kind of like trying to figure out when or how. It seems to like something has been going on. Whatever's been going on, like you're at peace with it, or maybe you're isolated, or you're just like processing something to yourself. The energy seems pleasant, like the underlying issue seems like a pleasant situation. It doesn't seem like you're stressed about anything. You're more so just trying to maybe sort things out in your mind, or you're just kind of waiting or trusting the process. Like you're in alignment with the universe, and you're like, I know, like when it's time for me to do this, I'll do it. Or when this is time for this to happen, it'll happen. So it just seems like you are at peace with the way something is happening when it comes to your career finances. Maybe you know you have money coming in and you just need to be patient for it to come through. There is a peace, a sense of serenity with you. And it does seem like you're being protected, or like spirit is protecting you. But at some point it does look like you are having to start over, or you are ending up taking some sort of a risk, doing something that you've never done before. You're like, okay, like I'm finished thinking about it. I'm doing this and I don't care what people say. I know it looks like I'm not thinking about this decision, but I'm doing it. And it seems like you're having to like do a reset when it comes to your career finances. And it also seems that whatever you choose, you're choosing out of love. Now, it looks like another thing that's happening is that as you are like making this decision and you're going for it, whatever it is, the universe may be intervening, and making it so that you have another option that just comes out of the blue. And maybe you were like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. Like, I had already made up my mind that this is what I was going to do, or I was going to go in this direction. And then it's like something that just kind of like intervenes your life. It seems like divine intervention. And you end up, going in whatever direction that you're able to build wealth with. So I see either a career that is still something kind of new to you, but it gives you peace. It's something very comforting about what you're doing, or very tranquil. You're like, this is very relaxing, and you're able to like build money up so that you can save it, so that you can pay off your bills. Whatever the case, it just seems like there's a steady flow of income coming in. And also, I feel like maybe you're developing some sort of sense of routine. You also could be learning about something. Something also seems health related. It seems like you're able to learn like a new skill. And with this new skill, it's allowing you to earn more money. Now, also because you have the Empress here, this is talking about independence and creativity. So either you're going to be doing two things, whereas you are working in, I see this playing out several ways. So you could have a regular 9-to-5 job, but you love it. Like something about it is very relaxing. It's giving you a peace of mind. Maybe you get your own space, or something about the environment is just very tranquil. Maybe it's something very easy and you're like, oh, like I get paid to do this and I love it and it's easy and it's creative. And so it's kind of like doing something at your own pace. I feel like this is also maybe spoiled, or people see you as being spoiled because something seems so easy, or like it fell in your lap. So it could be that, or it's a situation where you have both a 9-to-5 job, but you don't care because you're also able to develop your own side hustle or whatever. You're like, well, I have my steady income coming in, which allows me more time to focus on my creativity. So I can do this and I can do that. So it could be that, where you're holding both. especially with temperance here, because it does indicate like blending two separate energies together. And so something is becoming harmonious. It was another scenario I was getting here. Well, even if this is about you solely working for yourself, there's an indication that you're doing what you love and that your income is slowly growing and coming in. And it seems to like whatever you're doing is giving you like a nice view. So maybe your work environment has nice views. If you're looking for a job, it seems that something could just like happen out of the blue. It's just so random. And it does seem like maybe something just kind of like fell into your lap. You also might be quiet or not talking about something that is happening when it comes to your career. So you could be keeping something a secret. Now, also, the outcome could end in a situation where you feel torn. Like something happens and you're like, okay, but now I'm torn. You're doing what you love, you're at peace, you get to be creative, but at the end of the day, you still end up being torn about something and you still have to make some sort of decision. And I feel like whatever decision that you're making, you don't want anyone to influence your decision. You want to make this decision on your own. I feel like you do need to like listen to your heart. Like, what is your heart saying to you? And you still might need to make some sort of a sacrifice or another one. It's like, okay, you made one sacrifice, but as you were moving in that direction, like something stopped you and you were met with another decision. It does seem like maybe something stops again and you're like, okay, now you're at another crossroads. What are you going to do? Now, it could be that you're trying to hold on to two things and you can't, and you're needing to let one go, especially if you're like working at a 9 to 5 and then you're also trying to hold it down with a side gig or your own business. Maybe you're going to have to make a decision, which are you going to do? Are you going to focus on the 9 to 5 or your own business? Or is there like this third situation coming in where it's just like, let all of the other first two go and focus on this? So definitely seems like there are decisions to be made.
So an earth sign should be reaching out to you soon. They're at a distance, or messages are coming in regards to your finances. These are my real predictions and voice, but I used openart.ai to generate this part. The link is in the description box below.
And you're going to have to do something for yourself and not for anybody else. So it also kind of looks like Maybe you decided that you were going to let something go because you felt restricted, or you just felt like you were trapped. And so you're just like wanting to escape. It also could be that you're being released from a situation that you felt stuck or trapped in. You also could still be making a decision without thinking, and kind of be naive or unaware of some sort of decision that you're making. Yeah. Something's kind of looking like you're making some sort of decision and you don't even know, that whatever you're deciding is actually like a good thing. Just make sure that nobody is trying to take advantage of you when it comes to, what you get paid. Make sure people don't take advantage of your ignorance, something that you're unaware of. Let's say, for instance, at work, there was some sort of injury, but you didn't know that you could tell OSHA about it, or that, something like you didn't know that you were unaware of some sort of compensation. So just make sure that you check into something and that you're not being taken advantage of. Now, with this divine intervention, it just kind of looks like the universe is putting you right where you need to be. Something almost seems like a setup. Like had you not been at the right place at the right time, this wouldn't have happened. Now, one other thing I'm seeing happen now, this is supposed to be about your career and your finances, but there is a possibility that you're connecting with someone that's going to be a part of your love life or a part of your future, even though that's not what you cared about or that you were focused on, but it just kind of happens because of your work environment. Now, in career, if there's something that you're wanting, this is saying that you need to speak up. Don't hesitate to speak out on it or request something. I also feel that you're going to make a decision and then at some point start to worry and wonder if you made the right decision. But I feel like you did. It feels like you're also going to be busy when it comes to your career. You also might accidentally stumble on a gift that you have. especially too if it has to do with writing or creativity. Or maybe you have like the gift of gab, like something happens where you stumble on a career by mistake. Like you didn't set out looking for this. In fact, you were trying to do something else and then something else happens. But it's like you're realizing that you have like a gift or some sort of capability. And that again is why maybe it seems like something falls in your lap. It feels too like someone is writing a memoir or putting their sadness into words, which turns out to be lucrative. And I feel like by you marching to the beat of your own drum, that is going to set you apart from other people. Don't try to blend in. Continue being like a black sheep if you feel like you're a black sheep. Continue to embrace that because I feel that that is going to be part of your gift or your niche. It's something that could lead you to success and happiness. Now, something about your career could have to do with healing. It could be physical healing, whether it be like massage therapy, or a nurse, or even like a doctor, or it's something holistic, or it could be something spiritual like Reiki, or like communicating. It could be something dealing with ASMR. Yeah, whatever you do career-wise, it seems like it has to do with healing, and it also seems like it might be unusual. There is also a possibility that if you like work a 9 to 5, that a position opens up specifically for you, or they see you in a role that like maybe there's some sort of new thing, or maybe they're like in a sense opening up a position specifically for you. Like it's like this is your talent, this is what we'll do, we'll put you in this department and this will be your own department for now because we saw that there was a need, or you helped us see that there was a need for XYZ. So there is a possibility of a company like creating a position just for you. This is also supportive energy for those of you that do write or do have like an imagination, because it indicates that you're tapping into your creativity. Also, if there was something that you were working on, it seems that there's an opportunity for you to like you've been nurturing something and you're about to give birth to your creation. So maybe there's something that you were already working on. Excuse me, if you love telling love stories or creating love stories, you might find a way to do that and get paid for it. And again, I'm seeing a situation where if you work at a traditional job, that something is happening where you get your way, or you get your own space or your own department. Maybe they're creating some sort of new job category for you because you helped them to discover that it was needed. If you have your own business, this could be you being recognized or getting some sort of recognition for what you do. And again, I see a potential love situation trying to work its way through your career. So you're trying to focus on career. You're not trying to focus on love, but there's a love situation that just kind of like pops up and intrudes your career space. And especially if it's with an earth sign or a fire sign. You might keep a secret from several people just because you don't trust them, especially when it comes to your money or how you're making money. I feel like you're gatekeeping, but it's like you feel like you need to do it for protection, or your intuition is telling you don't tell that person, don't tell that person about how you got that position, or don't tell that person how you came up with this idea, or, you know, whatever it is. I kind of feel like you're being told to gatekeep something. Don't tell everybody. Wait. I'm not saying you can never tell, but I feel like just wait. It's not a good time. Wait until you are situated or you are secure in whatever this is, and then you can talk about it. Yeah, everybody doesn't have good intentions. All right, so yeah, that is all that I have. So hopefully some things have resonated. Thank you guys so much. Sending you love and grace.